big time news in the NFL. What we're going to do moving forward is add in a segment which is the story of the week, the biggest news. And for the NFL, I think the most important story is the Pittsburgh Steelers being optimistic about TJ Watt's return. He was taken off the IR a few weeks ago, and at that point, there's an activation period. You have 21 days to come back, or you're basically going to be out for the year. You get put on season-ending IR. And TJ wanted to play before a bye week against the Eagles, and the Steelers said, look, we want to err on the side of caution. You are our knight in shining armor. But going into a game against the Saints this year have struggled. The Steelers obviously have as well. As a Steeler fan, I want them to get a top 10 pick, but ultimately, they're going to try to be as competitive as they can to end the season. And I think to build a competitive team, there's no better way to get back on track than adding in the reigning Defensive Player of the Year. That's probably a top 3 edge rusher in the league. And beyond those two things, makes us an elite defense because of how special he is. I think back to week 1, where the Steelers had 5 turnovers. It starts with TJ Watt allowing Cameron Hare to go one-on-one, taking pressure off of Alex Highsmith because TJ can handle the doubles and all the stunts offensive lines may or may not try to throw his way. And I'm telling you right now, if he is anywhere near 70 or 80 or 90% on Sunday, this Steelers defense is going to look a lot more like the unit I was talking about coming into this year. And look, man, I don't think we're going to make the playoffs. We've dug ourselves into too big of a hole, and we can't win this division at this point, 2 games out of the lead. But I do think TJ Watt's going to make us more competitive and just watchable, something we haven't been to start this season.
How many more wins do you guys think you could tally off with TJ Watt?
I'm going to pull up the schedule for you because the Steelers have a very, very formidable schedule to end this season. I actually had them finishing with 9 wins. I was going over this with my buddy Devin. So you look at their schedule this week, they got the Saints at home.
That's winnable.
Very winnable. And given all the Saints injuries, I do think we beat them. It's a 1 o'clock game. The next week, we are playing at home versus the Bengals.
That's a tough one.
You beat them. First game of the year.
Yeah, but that's week 1. Biggest
And
toss-up.
Joe Burrow is coming off of a very serious surgery.
Mhm.
No comment?
Oh, I'm waiting for Brandon.
This episode is brought to you by our friends at Best Amp. When it comes to sports betting, guys, all of us want to make the most money, want to get the best bang for our buck. And with the Best Amp app, what they'll provide you with is the best odds across the sports betting market. All you have to do is download their completely free app and sign up for any of the variety of sportsbooks out there so that you can give yourself an edge in the game. Be sure to bet like a pro with the Best Amp app. Not only is it free, but it provides so many other perks. Custom betting trackers. If you want to sell any picks, and there's no commission, royalty free. You get the entire cut. Thank you to Best Amp for supporting our show. And as always, let's get back to it.
What are we doing here?
We're going over the Steelers' schedule. Can they get over 500 to keep this Tomlin streak alive? No, they have an easy schedule to end the year, buddy. And this week, the Saints, Marshawn Lattimore did not practice. And what's his face? I'm blanking on Michael Thomas. He hasn't been anywhere near what we'd expect.
You just said that they have a formidable schedule like 2 minutes ago, and now they have an easy schedule. So which one is it?
I was being generous before. It's easy. I'm looking at it now. I'm seeing
there's no easy wins.
All right, buddy. Given the NFL, the state of it, when you play the Saints at home, the Bengals at home, the Colts on the road, the Falcons on the road, then the Ravens, a team we have yet to play this year but are very beatable in the second half of games, the Panthers, the Raiders, the Ravens again, and the Browns. Only 3 of those games are tough. The Browns, the Ravens twice, and the Bengals. So
how much better are you guys to the Saints?
I think we're better. Given TJ Watt hasn't played in 6, 7, 8 weeks.
No, but hold on. But wait, you were literally on the episode last episode saying the Falcons are going to win the division, the AFC South. So now they're not. Now that's an easy win in Atlanta.
That's like the second worst division in football right now.
But I'm just asking you a question. You said that they're going to win the division, so they've obviously got to win some games. It's in Atlanta. Is the Atlanta not a very good home stadium to play in?
Yeah.
You have raved about Kyle Pitts, Cordero Patterson, all these guys on the team.
Yes, not this season. I haven't raved about Kyle Pitts this year.
Okay, but before the season you were. Is he still not a formidable person to have? You still have to have eyes on him when you're a defense, right?
Atlanta's offense has been very up and down this year. And their coach and Arthur Smith has had some really good weeks. But they look at a game versus Cincinnati where they just get their absolute tail blown off in the first quarter. We can easily beat the Falcons. And I think you guys are failing to recognize how good TJ Watt is. And on top of that, we're getting Monte Casey off of IR and William Jackson, one of the best or one of the better cover corners in the game. Those two guys in the secondary are huge assets as well, and multiple assets of the game. I'm using the word assets a lot.
I don't think we're underestimating how good TJ Watt is. I think we're just going off of what we've seen from the Steelers period this season. Your offense has been extremely underwhelming. The defense isn't playing up to par, obviously, because of TJ Watt. But again, he's coming off of an injury, so we don't know what kind of version of TJ Watt we're actually getting. Are we getting TJ Watt on a snap count? So how much of a difference is he going to make if he's actually on a count? You know?
I don't think people realize how bad they've been because they've missed TJ. They've gone from a team that always is leading the league in sacks to the bottom 3 teams in pressure, sacks, turnovers generated, and of course the defense has been about like one of the top or one of the bottom 10 units because of his absence. And I feel like he takes them from bottom 10 to top 10.
Ooh, that's a
What better
big
way to
one.
help out a young quarterback?
No, you're
Consider
100% right. But looking at the schedule, well, yes, I can't say any game is easy. You have some winnable games. That I think that's a better term because nothing is easy. The Falcons have surprised a lot of people. The Bengals have beaten teams. We have high expectations for them, and the Saints, they can shock you any given Sunday, and I think that's what I would like to highlight. Any given Sunday. So
Yeah, I mean, they literally just 2 weeks ago shut out the Las Vegas Raiders. And the Raiders, while they're not a good team in totality, they have a way better offense than the Steelers.
Sure, and I'd argue the Steelers have a way better everything else. So, and Andy Dalton's the quarterback. We
Okay,
had a
so
pretty good
it's
number against
literally, what do you
Andy.
mean, way better everything? I mean, okay,
Coach, defense.
yeah.
Their
But I mean,
offense has
if
been
you got
very
a crap
underwhelming.
run game, your rookie quarterback's not playing that particularly well. He keeps turning the football over. Your O line's not that good. I mean, congratulations, you're gonna have to deal with that Saints defense, which has been taken advantage of at points, but can still get you, like Justin said. Anytime, I mean, if they're playing on hitting on all cylinders, what's your offense going to be able to do? Then it's just going to become a defensive game.
mhm.
I think with Michael Thomas and IR, Jarvis Landry questionable, we can contain Chris Olave, and that Saints offense is going to put up like 13 points.
You
I think
literally
we can
forgot a
outscore that.
guy by the name of Alvin Kamara.
I feel like we can contain them. Our linebackers this year done a really good job.
I feel like the Saints are just such a surprise team. You just never know what you're going to get from them. Taysom Hill might bust out for 2, 3 touchdowns, and you're looking at a totally different ball game. So, not an easy game. Definitely a competitive one. I'm expecting.
Come to think about it, that is the exact thing that happened to my Steelers.